Welcome back. This is a live stream, so if you are watching this in the future, you obviously know now it's a live stream. But we're just going to run through our mealworm breeding. As you can tell, it's quite elaborate. These bits over here, they're all Morio worms, or your super worms in America. Over the back there, they're all the little farms for the mealworms. There's our mealworms that are all pupating. And all the way down there's our baby mealworms. And there's the bosk, just coming out of his bath. Lazy git's been in there for about half an hour. But let's get straight to these. So what do I need to do now? Now obviously your mealworms go from baby mealworms to adult mealworms. And then from adult mealworms, they change into these little aliens called pupa. Let's see if I can get a focus on it. And it's not going to focus. It will focus. Yeah, anyway. How else can I show them? No, not in there. In this one. Yeah, they go to the pupa stage. So I'll re-illustrate that. They go from mealworms to pupa, which are all of these basically. Loads of little tiny aliens. And then from there, they go into these beetles. Now you think, oh my god, that beetle's white and they're slightly lighter browns and whatever. That's what they're like when they first molt their skin. They are that colour when they first molt the skin. But when they do molt and they do go back to normal, this is the colour that you're expecting them to be at. That really dark black. That's a mature darkling beetle. So what I need to do, just to keep up on top of stuff, on all this sort of stuff, is I've got to remove all the beetles out of the pupa tub. Now I put a piece of kitchen roll in there because they like to climb on that, as you can tell. How you, Gorilla Bear Tech? How's it going, buddy? But yeah, I've got to remove all the beetles, all these little things, these little cup holders and whatever, toilet roll holders. They're all just to catch the beetles if they don't fly off and go all over the floor, that is. Where's that one gone? There he is. And if they do go on the floor, they're a pig to catch. But yeah, you just find, the way I do it, I've just got to find my mealworm tub, my beetle tub, sorry, with the least amount of beetles in. And then I'll put all the fresh ones in there. But that one's quite full. And there we go, that one's quite empty. That's one of my new ones. Now, my mealworm farm is 2 tubs. In this one, it's just a normal little tub. I think it's about a 7 litre. If you have a look there, it's got a mesh lined bottom. I'll try and show you again there. It's just mesh at the bottom. I cut the bottom out, put a piece of fly mesh in there. I got it off eBay, dead cheap. Substrate is just your general oats. And they eat, that is what's left of a full banana peel that I put in yesterday. As you can tell, they're all over it. The banana skins, anything with a little bit of moisture. Nothing wet, but something with a little bit of moisture. As they lay their eggs, they go into the bottom. That's just their frass, basically, their poo and a load of eggs. These ones are not sexually mature yet. As you can tell, they're not all black. When they all go black, that's when they're about sexually mature. But so I'll use this one because this is our fresh one. And I'm just going to get all the beetles out of here. The easiest way to do it is just to grab the piece of tissue that's got absolutely loads on it. And then just start gently flicking them off. Put them all in there. They'll go down there, have a bit of food. When this is all done and dusted, I'll put some moisture stuff in there, either potato or banana peel or something like that. And they'll have a bit of a munch. And they absolutely stride in these conditions. There you go. All off that. And then, again, got loads more on here and inside here. So there we go. And then the last one, give that a flick in there as well. Now this is what I mean by the pupa stage. There is a few more beetles in there. If you can see, that one is white. If it tips over, there we go. That one is white because that has recently pupated into a beetle. So in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, that one will be ready and sexually mature, ready to start her new baby families. Yeah, and all we do, we just leave them in there. Chuck some food in there, chuck a little bit of moisture in there, and then they poo into the bottom tub, and that's what all the eggs go into. Sometimes the eggs do hatch into the oats, but then they just wriggle down underneath the substrate and wriggle into here anyway. So either way, that's what catches all your babies. So once every couple of weeks, as soon as I start to see this frass, this mealworm poo, start moving and wriggling, I know there's babies in there. And that's when I start moving the babies out, and then the babies go into that tub over there. Now let me move some stuff around, and I'll get that over there and over here and show you that one. Yep. This is what the babies are in. Now I'll try and zoom in so you can get a better look at what I'm on about. But as you can tell, it's all the colours and stuff. That's all just their poo. Again, piece of banana peel. They absolutely love the stuff. But let's zoom in. Right. Let's go there at the bottom of the banana peel. And now what I'm going to do, ruffle it up and just see if you can see anything moving. There you go. Look at that. It's alive with babies. Absolutely alive with babies. Let's do it again. Look at that. Now, there's various different sizes because we don't alternate the sizes of mealworms. Just whenever they're ready, we just chuck them in and see what happens. Look at that one just there. Yeah. Thousands and thousands and thousands of mealworms in there. So what I'll do, I'll zoom out again and move over to me adults. This is just an old batch that I've had. These have all been bred by myself, and just loads of. Now we went a week or so without really paying too much attention to this, so then you might see a few beetles kicking around in here, as this one just here. There you go, a couple of different stages in there. The little black thing there is a beetle. That's what they'll look like eventually. But yeah, I'll get that one out straight away and put that into the farm. So what I tend to do here is just grab a plastic lid, stick that there. Are you Ben and Max? Is it Ben or is it Max we're talking to? Go subscribe to Ben and Max Reptiles. Woo! Yeah. So all we've got to do with this one, as you can see, there's another beetle. So I'll grab that out, put that in the little tub. How you, Ben? How's it going, buddy? We're just on this stream. We're just talking through my mealworm breeding plans. For everything from these are me adult mealworms that are all pupating, which I've got to get the pupa out and put the pupa into me pupa tub. And then when they hatch, then I put them into me farms, which I've got a couple over there, a couple there, a couple more behind me. And then I'll quickly show you my babies at the minute. I'll zoom in so you can get a much better look on these. Yeah, and we'll just ruffle it up. And it starts to come alive. And there's all the baby mealworms tucking around in there. You can see a few of them kicking around, but mainly you can see the oats moving around. And there we go. You can see a few more mealworms there a bit better. Yeah, they're my babies. They're the ones I've bred myself, along with all the others, really. So it's definitely worth breeding your own mealworms. But this is how I separate all of my pupa anyway. I've got a lid off a box. As you can tell, look, there's loads. I've got a lid off a box. I just stick that there. And then I'll just go through and grab every single pupa, drop it on there. And it can be time consuming. It can be a pain. But you just got to go through it. Best thing to do with doing this, I mean, I'm obviously not doing it now because I'm talking on the stream. There you go. You might find the odd beetle in there as well. Now, if you can have a look, again, the colour, that's a newly hatched beetle. If you can have a look at his tail as well, his tail end has got a bit of a wing missing on it, so it's a deformed beetle. That was deformed because we would have picked up the pupa while it was in the pupa stage a bit too rough and probably crushed it a little bit. Hiya, Brian. That's a long time no see. How's it going, matey? Hope you're well. Yeah, we're just sorting through a load of the mealworms, talking mainly on how I breed my mealworms, because I am quite successful at doing this, so I can spread a little bit of my knowledge around. Yeah, just going through right now, picking out all of the Little pupas, dropping them off over there. There's loads of them, just flicking them off. This can be the boring bit. So while I'm messing around here, let's get into a conversation. So Ben and Max Reptiles, talk us through what snakes you've got, because I know you have a fair few now. And I'd also like to know, how's your Burmese python doing? Because I know you've just recently acquired one, so fair play to you on that one. I hope to see that in a few videos in the future. And Brian, while we're talking, where have you been for a while? We've not seen you around. And MC Exotics. Hey Mac, how's it going, matey? Everyone's starting to come in now, so I'll quickly run through everything just one more time. We are quickly running through my mealworm breeding, how I breed. Oh, it's Ben's birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Ben. Yep, we're just running through my mealworm breeding, how I breed, and the little tricks and tips that I've got. So I'll quickly run you through from the start again, now there's more people in here. While I'm doing this, everyone quickly nip over and hit the thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. But this here is my adult mealworms. Yeah, they're everywhere. Loads of them, absolutely loads of them. They're all pupating into these little things here, pupa, which are also these ones. They're all baby pupas. They then turn into, from that stage, about 2 weeks after they've gone into that stage, they turn into beetles, like these. Now the beetles don't start off that colour. Let me quickly try and find a few examples for you. This is my fresh one. I've only just started loading this one because all my others are a bit full. If you have a look at this one, see how that's probably a day or two old. Just because you can see the colour's a bit lighter. The brand new ones, this one here is one that's hatched today. See how it's white. So when that goes jet black, like these ones, then that's when they're going to be sexually mature and that's when they're ready to start producing some goodness for you. But the way I do it is, if you have a look in the corners, you can see straight through. That is mesh, fly mesh. I've got cut out the bottom of the tub and I've hot glue gunned the mesh into the bottom. Let me demonstrate. I don't know how much, well, you could probably see this, but let's alternate it like that. There you go. You can see the mesh there. So when the beetles do the deed, they lay their eggs in the substrate. Sometimes the eggs fall through into the bottom. Sometimes they just lay in the substrate. They'll hatch after a few days and either crawl through the bottom of the mesh into this tub here. As you can tell, that's all their mealworm poop. And yeah, they'll either crawl through the eggs will fall through to the bottom where they'll hatch, or they'll hatch inside the substrate, wriggle down and go through the bottom. Either way, you're going to catch all your baby mealworms in the bottom. Now, I've not done this one on this stream yet, but let's have a look in this one. This is only 3 or 4 days old, so we might not see anything in this. Let's zoom in and give it a bit of a shake. See if we can find anything kicking around. There's a bit of movement in there. Tiny, tiny baby mealworms. Yeah, that's just in one of our little farms. The farms just sit together like that. Let me zoom out. Yeah, they just sit together like that. And the lid goes on. When I have got babies, and it does look, I mean, that one you've just seen there, you've got a bit of movement in there, but not a lot. I'll give it another 3 or 4 days on that one, and then I'll drop them straight into this 32-litre tub. Woo! And this is just where all of my babies go until they're a breeding size. Let's give it a shake and so you can have a look. And it comes to life. Let's move it over here and give it another shake. And you can see tons of babies in there. All different sizes from a week old to 6 weeks old. All the substrates moving. That is all the baby mealworms. And then obviously they grow up into these big guys. Now as you can tell, we've got just there's a pupa. So when these get to the right age, the right size, the right comfort level, they turn into these pupa. There's one there, there's one there, there's one there, there's one, just there. And then I take those pupa out, separate them onto a tub. Woo, there they are. They go into this bucket here. Now in this bucket we have got a couple of tubes, a couple of bits of cardboard, a bit of paper, just for the beetles when they do eventually hatch. Let's have a look inside actually. As you can tell, boom, there's a brand new beetle right there, hatched minutes ago. Just there. Now obviously with being in a white phase, his shell is really spongy, so we don't really want to touch him just too much like that. But where was I? My dubia, Brian asked, how's my dubia colony doing? I'm going to show that in a live stream, possibly tomorrow morning or in a few days if you want to tune in to watch that. But yeah, it's growing exponentially. We've got loads and loads of dubias coming through. Only babies at the minute. Loads of babies. None are escaping. Unlike the hissers, we are having a few escaped hissing cockroaches. But we just catch them, chuck them straight into the Bosk monitor. All the way up there, just coming out of his bath. Whoops. Been in his bath for God knows how long. Sorry about this, the glass misting up a bit. I have just misted that. Oh, there we go. So all I'm doing is going in, picking out all the different pupas, chuck them on the side, and then into the bigger tub. That is literally how to breed your mealworms on a budget. So easy to do, it's unbelievable. Now, let's get on to another topic. Let's change topic while I'm doing this, because this will drag on quite a bit. So Ben and Max Reptiles, or Ben and Max Vlogs, they've got 5 boas, Burmese python, a royal python, and a corn snake. I would really love to see a video entitled All My Snakes. Your manager can't be very good if he hasn't introduced you to that idea. Sorry, Pete. God, I'm missing loads here. My eyesight's not very good today. This is just a random special live stream, just because I've got an early finish from work today. Well, 6 hours early, because I'm smart enough to break down and run out of service. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just gibbering on now. Yeah, and what I feed my mealworms, not just me mealworms, but me beetles and all of the bits and bobs like that. Banana peel. This is on an oats substrate, so that's just your normal Tesco's value, as cheap as you can find oats. But I think everybody has had enough of the mealworms for now, so let's move on to this little setup here. Let's take it all apart. Right, so this is my Morio worm setup. Nothing fancy, because I have recently just only started this, but there they are, the big guys. These beetles are a little bit bigger, as you can tell. But again, they still go through the colour phase. As you can tell, we've got that one there is a fairly new one. All the jet black ones are the sexually mature ones. Now, I started this colony off with a little help. I actually brought these beetles up from Steve at Live the Real World. If you've not checked his channel out, go and check his channel out. He's also got an eBay page where he sells off a lot of bioactive materials and quality stuff. So go and check that out. But let's zoom in and see what we can see on some of this. Over here, are they doing the naughty? Look at them two going at it, the dirty perverts. Beetle gangbang. Woo! Yeah, it's exactly the same scenario in this one. We've got the mesh bottom on the tubs. They lay their eggs. The eggs drop into the bottom. And this was cleaned out a few days ago, so I'm not sure if we are going to see anything. But let's have a quick ruffle around, and doesn't look like much is in there. As I say, this was only cleaned out a few days ago. Yeah, doesn't look much at all. Yeah, and then that just sits on top of there. Now they like it dark, so I've got some gaffer tape covering the side of the bucket, the side of the tub, whatever you want to call it. And next to it, let's put the lid back on there because they do like the darkness. This tub here, now I don't know if we are going to see much in here because they are quite elusive, and this is very deep substrate. This is only a 3 litre rub, and this is the babies in here. But like I said, I don't know if we will see any. I'll try and figure a way out of doing it. There's some movement. Let's pour some into the lid and see if we can find some that way. Nope, doesn't seem to be much in there. I can guarantee there is loads in here. But they're just going to be playing dead. Try a bit more, see if we can get any in. Well, anyway, that's our babies. There is some in there. Let's have a look actually in this tub. This is back in the 3 litre, just in case there is some down the bottom end. No, we ain't going to see any today. Yeah, anyway, that's the babies. And the pupa for the superworm darkling beetles are in this tub here. Look at how big they are. Proper aliens. Oh, we've got a beetle just there, just hatching. And there's another beetle at the top there. Again, that's a today's baby. But just to give you a comparison on the size difference between these pupa, there is a mealworm pupa compared to a moria worm pupa. Massive size difference. Let's see if I can get a close-up. I don't think it'll focus, but you get a close-up. Yeah, I'm not going to get a focus. So again, what we do... Obviously, beetles, pupa. Again, I don't like to touch these beetles when they are in this light coloured stage, just because their exoskeleton is weak. I'll just drop it in. Where's the other one gone? There he is, all the way over there. Drop him in. And I'm actually going to possibly leave the camera pointing on that one there, because it just looked weird, and I think that might be pupating out of the pupa. So it'd be nice to see it pupate. I'll try and clear a bit of space so people can see it. There you go. You tell me, matey. There you go. As long as it's a smooth surface tub, they can't climb. The odd beetle from the mealworms can fly, but that is only the very odd beetle. We found 1 or 2 around the house. Again, we just chuck them in with the boss monitor and let him eat them. Now, I'll quickly run you through the different stages of pupa. Now, you've got... I'm going to lower the camera down a little bit, just so we can get a bit better angle, so I can get real close on these, and hopefully the camera will focus. No, they can't climb plastic tubs. Well, you can all see that one right in the middle of the screen. That is a new pupa. See how it's a lot lighter? It's not as curled up. That is a new pupa. Now these two in the middle of the screen right now, They're a little bit older. As you can tell with... I've got to find which ones I'm looking at now. This one here, you can see his... Actually, I'll get him out if I can. So you can get a decent look. He's coming towards the end of his pupate stage. As you can tell, his legs are coming out. Please focus. Well, anyway, his legs are coming out of the pupa. He's moving a little bit. He's twitching. His head's coming out. And he is about to pupate out of the pupa stage into a beetle. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to drop him down and put him just there. Move everything out of his way. And find him with the camera. I'll put it next to this one. I don't know if this one's going to hatch out or whether it's a bit dead. But you'll see what's what with it. And I'll try and find another one that's about to pupate out. Oh, God. Well, I've got quite a few, actually. Right. And... yeah, as you can see, all the legs are starting to come out. Their bodies are curled up. You'll see loads of little black crushed up things. That's just from what they pupe out like. So if you are new on here, if you've not hit the thumbs up yet, please hit the thumbs up. It does help. You can see them all starting to move slightly. Hopefully we get to see one of these pupae out of their pupae stage. That would be quite amusing. I would like to see that. Put your guess. Which one do you think is going to pupate first? I think the top right hand one. I think this one here. Woo. Just because he's the one that's moving around as much and he just looked like he's going to pop out. But what I'm going to do, guys, I am going to pretty much end it here. End my talking part of it anyway. I'm going to go ahead and clean out all the pupa out of the mealworms and put them into the pupa dish and stuff like that. I am going to leave this stream on, pointing onto these... Actually, I'll put a few more in there. And we're going to leave the pupa, leave it there just like that, and see if we can catch them pupating out. Is that one ready? Nope, that one's not. Oh, that one looks ready. So yeah, I'm going to put a couple more there. They all look like they're going to pupate out any time. But however, I could be massively wrong. And I'll clear that piece of crud away. Yeah, so guys, I'm going to leave it to you. The stream's going to still stay live, just watching these guys and see if they do hatch out. I have got the stream on my tablet, so if you do want to chat, feel free to chat. I'll reply back, but I will not be talking too much on the chat. Peace out, guys. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Of course I like you guys, Ben and Max. You're great. I can still see a little bit of the stream, so I might pop in and out on it all the time. If you can, if you are in here, you are finding this a bit of a phenomenon or something, please feel free to share it on your local Facebook groups and stuff like that. Get as many people in as we can to witness this. best person to speak to about tub sizes and stuff like that is Repileptic Pete, because I know he's got 51 litre rubs for his Royal Pythons. However, I think if you have a look on, what's his name, Animal Arc channel, he's got a boa in a tub. So if you want some more advice on boas in tubs, he's also a good contact to speak to. He's not really been on YouTube too much lately, but I'm sure he'll reply to your comments. Go on then, Brian, and what do you reckon I should put on these t-shirts? What graphic do you think would work well? Not only work well, but what would represent me, my channel, my Northern Exotics brand? And Ben and Max, yeah, if I were you, I would listen to MC Exotics. He is massively knowledgeable. I'm sure you know anyway, but he is massively knowledgeable. Again, guys, I am just blipping in and out of this conversation. So there might be times where I go a little bit quiet or talk totally off subject. Just bear with me. I am cleaning out the mealworms and the pupa and all that sort of stuff as we speak. What boa are you getting then? My dream boa would be a sunglow, I think. I don't know what it is about them. I just fall in love with them. Every time I see one, I can't keep my hands off it. Oh, Motley boa's nice. I still prefer the sunglows though. Sunglows, is that the one I'm on about? A junglo? You'll have to send me a picture of that. I don't think I've heard of that before. I'm not massively clued up on boa morphs and stuff like that, but educate me. Let me know what you have. I really need to keep on top of these mealworms more often. There's too many beetles hatching in here now. I've pulled out the best part of 12. Loads of pupa. The sharps are nice. I do like the sharps. The localities are amazing as well. Sorry if you can't hear me. I've come over the other part of the room just for a second. Anything happening with these pupa? I don't think. I've not been keeping an eye on them. Doesn't look to be much happening with them. How's your Leachianus getting on, Mac? I'd love to see some more pictures of that girl. I would love a Leechy if I had the space. I mean, like proper space to properly show her off. Proper showcase the animal. That would be amazing. Awesome. Cheers for that, MC. I've got a bit of movement running around on that top right hand corner pupa. Just wiggling a little bit. Oh, is she going to hatch out? My male super snow leopard gecko, he's got a right attitude at the minute. Let me show you something in a minute, Mac. I'm going to turn the camera away from these guys at the minute. My bosque has fallen asleep, half inside the bath and half outside. And that's the... There he is. Check that out, the dozy plonker. Well, let's go back down to these guys. Let's get a better angle on them. That one in the top right corner is proper fidgeting. When I got home from work about an hour ago, she was fully submerged in the water, so I've had to drain a bit of water out just so she doesn't drown herself. No, do you know what? I've done pure insects at the minute because that's what I was advised. What's your opinion? I know you're good with bosks and large lizards, and your knowledge is amazing, so I'd love your opinion. What do you think I should be mixing it up with? That pupa on the top right corner is really fidgeting. I might try and mix it up, see what you can have. I've also heard they can have boiled eggs. How correct is that? Oh, that's interesting to know. I mean, I've done some research, but you know what it's like when you're doing your research. Everyone's got their own opinion and stuff like that. So it can be hard to decipher what's actually good and what's bad. So I've took to just asking information of people that have owned them, either have owned them or got a damn good knowledge on them, or people that I trust in that, for that matter. So is Ben and Max vlogs still here? Weren't you on about getting a Bosk monitor at some point? Nah, fair enough. They've got roughneck monitors in one of my local shops. They are absolutely amazing. 399 quid, and I love them every time I go in. They've also got adult red tegus, which are absolutely stunning. Vicious as hell, but they're nice. A pair of blue trees. Hey Naomi, how's it going? So if you are just joining, at the minute we've been through all of our mealworm farm and all that sort of stuff. I'll go through it again in a few minutes. But at the minute, what's on the camera, as you can see right now, is a couple of pupa for the darkling beetles for superworms. And these ones look like they're ready to pupate into beetles. So while I'm out sorting out the mealworms, because I've got to sort out some pupa out, yeah. So who's all my buddies? I'm quite curious. All my buddies. I wonder who they are. Must have a long list if she knows all my buddies. Oh. Yeah, these ones we're just looking at right now are superworm or Morio worm beetles. I'll quickly show you. They're in this tub just here at the minute. That's what these are going to pupate into. Steve, George and Peter. For those watching the live stream after it's going to be published, that's Steve from Live the Real World, Peter from Epileptic Pete, and George from Joe Pasquale Exotics. I mean JP Exotics. Did you like that one, MC? I wonder where they are today, actually, because one of them is normally in the stream. How northern am I? Have a guess. Judging by my accent, have a guess. If you're looking on the stream, you'll see comments from MC Exotics. Near Manchester, just south of Manchester in St Helens, between Manchester and Liverpool. That was a good guess. You're the first person to ever guess that close. Granted, I am insulted you think I'm a mank, but that's just the great Manchester-Liverpool battle. Ah, you're Yorkshire, so you know Mac, because MC Exotics, he's Yorkshire. He's a Yorkshire man as well. That was the worst Yorkshire accent ever. So come on, Yorkshire is a big place. Where in Yorkshire are you from? So to you, I could be classed as Southern Exotics because I'm further south than you. Your town is a bank. Yorkshire Bank. The Bank of Scotland. Halifax! Woo! Not too far away then. You're just to the side of Pennines. There's in Halifax there's a big hill and it leads to the motorway. It's quite close to the motorway. I had a crash on that hill once. Just a bit of useless knowledge. I thought you lived in a house, not a village, you posh git. Yeah, I'm Richard. That's King Richard to Steve, though. You can call me anything you want, though, because I've literally been called worse. Yeah. Every little helps. Proper Asda. So how do you know Steve and, well, all the others? No, fair enough. I wonder why I didn't quite get that joke, but anyhow, I just left it as it is. Steve can be a bit strange sometimes. How long before Steve's in this stream going, I'm not strange? Sorry, Steve, if you're hidden in the background, you're a bit strange, kid. In a good way, I suppose. Oh, I haven't Skyped them for ages. I might Skype Peter later, actually. Then again, I haven't Skyped anybody for God knows how long. Know me. Well then, while we're here and they're not, why don't we come up with a fancy nickname for them? Steve from Live the Real World, who spends most of his time on the online world. I'm not really going to call Peter because he can come back with a lot worse. Peter knows stuff. Fishmong. Why did we call Steve Fishmong? I am curious on that one. I always thought Steve was... Oh no, stupid question. Stupid question. I was going to say I always thought he worked in Live the Mealworm. Do you know what, guys? I think it's time for me to have a break. How's about let's have a go at feeding the Bosque? Let's move the camera a bit. Zoom it out a bit. There we go. I've got to adjust the camera so that we can catch this. So, drop that there, drop that there, drop that there. Nope, I'll just find a decent camera angle. I'll lower the platform, lower the tripod a little bit. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. There we go. Right then, where's my duster? Give myself a bit of calcium. That was a bit too much. So, obviously, I can't see the screen. I can't see any comments. So I'll go back in a bit and have a look read. But what have they said about me? And I've lost my tweezers. Where the running out of my tweezers? Oh, my little lad's going to have played with them. Where are my tweezers? Oh, crap. Oh well. I'll have to use me tiny ones. Oh, you donk. Oh, there's a locust over there. Come on now. Yeah, now you're liking it. Oh. Why aren't you going after that? It's not like you. I wonder if he'll let me stroke him. Oh, you can see me. Come on. He's not huffed up. Oh, yeah, you don't like me now. Sorry, dude, but I'm just going to grab you and move you. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Come on. You've got two locusts over there. Go and grab them. Do you want me to pull you out of your bath and get bitten? Right, guys, I'm going to get bit by a bosque. Bang. He just loves playing with those locusts. Gone. Boom. Now there's one up by his tail. We'll see if he'll grab that. We'll see if he'll notice that one's even there. Boom. Got it. What? Is he just chewing his legs off or what? The donk. Anyway, if you are new on this stream, if you are enjoying the content, hit the thumbs up for me. Well, you've just seen me pick him up, MC. I've just picked him up, which is a bonus. We're not normally allowed to do that. I can put my hand in with food in my hands. The tiny little tweezers. I mean, he's not as aggressive as he used to be. Ah, well, there you go, mate. As you can tell, he's not that aggressive anymore. But we have only had him for a couple of weeks, well, a week now. I'll quickly run through the comments once I've finished this little bit of feeding. You're not supposed to cover him in substrate, you goon, donk. Yeah, so he's very gentle, very placid. But he's still extremely hissy. So what's happened here, what you're looking at is the locust is in its mouth, but the locust is holding on to the outside of his mouth while the boss is trying to swallow it. He's done it, he's done a good job there. And we'll make him chase this one. This is going to be his last one, so we'll make him have a bit of fun for it. We'll let him show off to the camera. Oi! You got away! Hey, get here. Get here. Get here. There you go. Ah, damn it, I dropped it. Ha! So, while he's just finishing that up, I'll quickly go through the comments. I might have to go for a few, I don't know yet. Yeah, he's just chilling. He was having a laugh and a joke. But we are taming him down a little bit. I mean, he's been out. He likes me, or sorry, he can tolerate me. But he doesn't tolerate the missus. Ex-missus. Every single time he's out, he runs at her with a mouth open. Ben the buffet slayer. Yeah, fair point, dude. Fair point. Right, let's go and have a look at, because I am bored of doing the mealworms I've got everywhere. But obviously, you all know this vivarium as my strawberry dart frog breeding vivarium. However, we had a bit of trouble recently. They stopped eating, and we realised it was because they basically couldn't find the food. So in here now are our blue azuria dart frogs. So let's try and find them. They could be absolutely anywhere. Well, boom, there you go, straight away. Check them two out. The worst part is they're both male. So I suppose I've got a pair of gay frogs. What do you reckon, guys? They're amazing creatures. What I'll do, actually, I'll just hire the tripod again, because I'll see if they want a bit of food. Because we all know I love to feed me frogs on camera, because they are absolutely goddamn. Nope, that don't work. Right, I'm just going to get me food first, and then I'll pick the camera up and stuff. What shall we feed them? Fruit flies today. Bear with me, guys. Right. So I'm trying to do loads of things at once here. Right then. There's the frogs. And I put a bit of food in just. He knows it's feeding time when the door comes open. However, the food's behind you, dude. Oh, there goes. He spotted him. Yep. There's the frog. Sorry, Ben. It's feeding day tomorrow for the frogs, for the boa. So I don't particularly want to handle her or get her out too much today. There's Phyllis. She's changed dens. As you can see, her den was on the left. And for some reason, she's just settled in the back now. I have no idea why, but yeah. That's Phyllis. And then the obvious, the King Scarface up there. Right, let's go down and see how these pupa are doing. Well, they've not hatched yet. Let me just zip the legs back up. Bearded dragon, mate, is still in brumation. He's in and out of brumation at the minute, so he should be out within the next couple of days. Well, they've definitely moved. Oh, interesting. How old is your bearded dragon, Ben? $4 years old. So what size Viv is he in now? Oh, so you really will appreciate the extra space, won't you? I like King Serpent. He's got one of his bearded dragons in a 5-foot enclosure at the minute. Granted, it is a big bearded dragon that he's got there. But yeah, he's got his ambient temperatures all correct. So fair play to him, like. I can't wait to get some big Vivs, get a big boa, big forever home for me boa, and the boss monitor as well. I'm pretty much done with the mealworms. Let's put the pupa away and stuff like that. There we go. I think I need to get a bigger tub for my mealworm pupa because basically it's full. So people ask, oh god, let me zoom out. Oh, right. There's my mealworms. Obviously, they're not perfectly cleared out yet because I got a bit bored, shall we say. So yeah, I just feed them. Piece of banana peel. This is one that my lad had a few days ago, but I chucked some over there in that one as well. Damn it. Right. There we go. That'll do for that. And then I've got a couple of mealworm breeding tubs over there. You can see them too. I've got the Morio worms there. Some more doobie-doos mealworms there. So what I'm going to do, just break this last little piece of peel up into 4 bits and feed all 4 of them off. Oh. So you lot can check out Bosk up there while I grab these. So, a quick oversight. 320, is that how many subscribers I've got? Awesome. Yeah, quick oversight. There's me adult mealworms. Babies. And this is me farm. Now there is a lot more in there, but that's deep substrate, so you won't see a lot there. Another one. And another one. And another one. And me Morio worms. Yeah. Just spin the camera around. There we go. So yeah, I just grab all my little bits of banana that I've got and just simply go, they've got one in there, they've got a bit. So I will go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that'll do them for a day or 2. Obviously they eat the oats, they eat, why is there a mealworm in there? Put that in there. Yeah, they'll eat the oats, they'll get the moisture from the banana. As you can tell, my older setups, I've got loads of rubbish in, loads of old banana bits, but I don't throw it out because they're going to have eggs on there. Literally, that one there was a full banana, and that's all that's left. Let's have a look under here. There you go. And loads more. It's an old snake hide that we don't use anymore. But guys, that is it. You can say hello to the Bosk one last time. Sat there looking proud. Look at him looking there. He's like, yeah, I'm the king of the swingers hole. The jungle VIP. Right guys, I'm off. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And, oh, he yawned. Oh. Yeah, I really appreciate you tuning in. If you've not already done so, can you hit the thumbs up button? And if you want to donate to the channel, there is a link in the description. Thanks everyone. See you later.